A new report from the Center for Science and Environment, or the CSE, has revealed a crucial link between environment and your health. Some of these links remain unexplored.
According to this report, if we do not look into and control these environmental factors, India will not be able to curb non-communicable diseases, or what we commonly call lifestyle diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, etc.
So today, Doctors on Call brings to you an update on what are these environmental risk factors and what does this mean for you. I'm Dr. Sameer Gupta.
And I'm Dr. Sonia Lal Gupta, and welcome to Doctors on Call.
Lifestyle diseases are responsible for 61% of deaths in this country. According to the WHO, the most common risk factors are alcohol, tobacco, poor diet intake, and lack of physical activity. This new study reveals multiple other factors that can increase the risk of lifestyle diseases. The report summed up about 7 major lifestyle diseases. First, obesity. New triggers such as the presence of chemicals like DDT, bisphenol A, monosodium glutamate, and arsenic in food were found to increase the risk of obesity apart from an unhealthy diet and lack of exercise. Mental health. This study revealed an increased intake of sugar has been associated with an increased risk of mental illness, and higher levels of air pollution have been linked with Alzheimer's. Cancer. In this report, new triggers like household chemicals and cosmetics were pointed out that contain cancer-causing compounds. Heart disease. According to this report, depression causes a change in the heart rhythm and hence increases the risk of heart disease. Respiratory diseases. Global warming changes the pollen levels and the length of seasons, causing an increase in the swelling of the respiratory airways. This increases allergic and asthmatic attacks. Hormonal disorders. Exposure to pesticides and air pollution increases the risk of diabetes. Currently, this already affects every 12th person in India. Food allergies. Food allergies can affect up to 40 million people in India. This report has shown that there are 170 types of food causing allergic reactions. Better labeling of food has been suggested to help people identify the triggers. Apart from this, this report also stated that 30% of premature deaths are linked with air pollution. To know more about the impact of this report, we spoke to Vibha Varshney, Associate Editor of Down to Earth magazine, who contributed to this report.
So for the last few years, we have been observing that the non-communicable diseases were getting very prominent in the disease profile in the country. So we decided to take a look at the different kinds of non-communicable diseases which are same as lifestyle diseases, and we decided to write about that. As an environmental organization, we wanted to see if the changes in the environment were actually bringing about changes in these disease profile, changes in the disease profile. So we looked at aspects such as, for example, in case of obesity, we looked at food, but we also looked at other elements like obesogens, which are chemicals which are everywhere in the environment, and these also contribute to the obesity epidemic that the country is seeing. The biggest trigger that we saw is air pollution. So now we know that there's so much of air pollution in Delhi. This is leading to problems like lung disorders, it's leading to asthma, but it is also leading to cancer, it's also leading to hormonal disbalances. So once we control air pollution, we would be able to control this whole range of diseases that are now emerging as the major diseases in the country. I think the government already knows that there is a problem. So in terms of air pollution, they should now take more action against it. There have been instances when authorities did not actually said that air pollution does not cause cancer, or it does not affect health, it does not affect the lungs. So these mindsets have to change now, because we have brought together all the information that is there, which actually proves the link between air pollution and ill health.
India has a very high burden of these lifestyle diseases, And the government will now have to review some of these environmental factors to try and reduce the burden of these diseases in our society.
Absolutely. But till then, there are some things that we all can do. What are those? Well, exercise regularly, eat a healthy diet, and try and minimize our exposure to these chemicals as much as possible.
I think those are some great points and great tips. That's all for now. See you next week.